Hello viewers and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an oil change on a 2018 Jeep Compass Trailhawk, which all Trailhawks are 4x4s. This is 11,000 miles. We're going to switch it to the synthetic now. Second oil change. We're going to be using Mobil 1. It's OW20. It's 5.5 quarts. This is 5 quarts. I've got another half quart over there. And when I'm doing a can style filter, I like to use a Mobil 1. It's M1 113 in your 2.4 liter engines. And that's pretty much anything across the Mopar line. And the oil change will be real similar if you have a 2.4 and a Chrysler, a Dodge, whatever. Or just in general, you should be able to learn something if you've never changed your oil. But this will work in all 2.4s across the Mopar line. You know, I'm just gonna use, I've got over here, I've got the, what I use to drain oil in. I've got a funnel. I got a 13mm socket, wrench. Got my oils, and just in case the filter was Gorilla-Don, I've got this little thing here. So we're going to get started on this. Like I said, it's OW20. We're gonna go full synthetic, as you can see in here. Here's where you put your engine oil in, and your dipstick would be right here. Let's get started on this. Go. As you can see, the filter is right here, right up at the front right cornerish area. So this is easy to get to. And as you can see, here's the oil drain bolt. There's an opening here for it. You can't miss it. It's the only opening like this. It's kind of, I don't know, it's about 1.5 feet or so off from the front tire, passenger side. It's back about 1.5 feet from the oil filter, but it's right there. It's the only opening like this. And that's what you're going to loosen with a 13mm to drain your oil from. Okay, so we used the 13mm socket. It worked a little bit better than the wrench would. And broke it loose. It wasn't terribly tight. Now we're just going to spin it out with our hands, and the oil should come out. Of course, you're kind of blind here. I could have went in on the other side, but it's coming off. It just takes a little bit. There you go. It's just turning it with my hand. Here we go. Make sure you clean your plug too, if you can see it. It's in my hands. Okay, viewers, this is 5.5 quarts, so I've got 5 quarts here. I got a half a quart over there, and I filled this about half full with oil to pre-prime it, you know, get it oiled up inside there. It's actually absorbed most of it. You don't have to do that, but what you do need to do is take a little bit of this oil. I spilled a little bit on the cap intentionally, and you need to go around your rubber O-ring, put a little bit of grease on it. You don't have to put some of your oil in here. It's 5.5 quarts no matter how you do it. You can just put it in through the engine and forget it, but a lot of people tend to put a little bit in here if they're going to put it straight up. If you're going to put it in an angle or something, then no. So you can just put it in the oil fill cap completely. It's not that big a deal, but oil in this ring here is a big deal. Okay, because it's such tight quarters and difficult to film under there where we're at, this has been cleaned off just with a rag. I'm going to go back and I'm going to righty-tighty, put it all the way back in. I should be able to screw it in until this bushing here hits the plate and you can't turn it no more. Then you just take your wrench and give it a slight snug down. Do not put gorilla force on it. You know, if you're just looking at this as a clock, and let's say your wrench was down here at 6 o'clock, you'd want to move it about to the 8 o'clock position if you're new. just a slight snug down. Now if you just reach up in here, and again, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, you should be able to loosen this, which I just did. And here comes the oil from it. Continue loosening, and the filter is going to flop right down here in just a minute. There you go. There's the filter. There went the filter. So you get the picture. Now you're going to take your rag, because I can't really film up in there, and just wipe off around the base, up where the filter is going to meet the engine, just to make sure it's clean, you know, clean it off. Then you're going to put your filter back in there. All right, viewers, the oil filter, you just put it on as tight as you can get it by hand and leave it alone. There's no wrench or nothing for that. Tight it by hand, and then you can just come up, use a funnel, and pour in your 5.5 quarts. Okay, the oil's in, the funnel's out. Just wipe off this, and always a good idea to wipe off the rim where this is going to go back on. That's done. Now we're going to start the car and let it run for a minute or so, and then we're going to reset the engine, change engine oil light, which I'll show you how to do. That's simple. You need to do that whether your engine oil light was on or not. Like in this particular case, it was not on, but it'll still be reset because we changed the oil. All right, viewers, now to reset your oil change light, you're going to turn the switch all the way over to accessory as far as it'll go without turning it on. Then you're going to depress the gas pedal all the way to the floor and all the way off 3 times in 5 seconds, like this. And that's as simple as it is. Your oil's been reset. Okay, so you've got your oil change, you got your filter change, your plug's tight, your filter's tight, 5.5 quarts are in, or whatever your vehicle calls for. This is on tight. You've run the car for about a minute. You're just going to pull out the dipstick. You're going to wipe it off, and you're going to put it back in to make sure that you're at the adequate level. What? No oil? Joking. See there? Just slightly. Could use just a hair bit more. I was just a little under the 5.5 quarts. And anyway, you're going to top that off now. It's better to put in too little is too much. I was a little under 5.5 quarts intentionally. I'll add just a touch more oil. Check it one more time. Start the car, get under the car, and make sure you don't see any leaks coming from the oil plug you tighten back up, or the filter. Shouldn't be, but it's always a good idea to check. And that's pretty much it, guys. All right, guys and gals, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. Please share and subscribe.